Hello and welcome to Military Mantra. In this interview, we have today's squadron leader Bhavna Chauhan, who has served in Indian Air Force for a decade. And in this interview, we'll try to understand her experience of joining Indian Air Force, life within Indian Air Force, and various life lessons that she has learned over the service and beyond. So, thank you, ma'am, for coming on the interview and welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Akash. Finally, we could, get together and do this. Pretty happy about it.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if you could tell us, how was your life before joining Forge, and how did you decide, you want to join Indian Air Force? How did that happen?
Okay, my life before Indian Air Force was like a normal person's life. So I was in my engineering college, uh, doing my engineering, and I was actually in the seventh semester when I appeared for my SSB. So I still hadn't completed my college. So it all happened in the seventh semester itself. If you're aware of how the engineering colleges work, we are allowed to, venture out and apply for the corporates or whichever way you'd like to, go in whatever direction. So I went for the Air Force. I appeared for my written exam. So back then, we used to have something called EKT, okay? The Engineering Knowledge Test. Yeah, back then, like what? 2007. So I wrote that and then I cleared that exam, and henceforth, I was called for the SSB. So mine was the Dehradun board.
FSB, yeah.
So, yeah. So that's how I happened to join the Air Force. That was like the beginning of my journey. And what motivated me? Okay, now this is a tricky one, okay? So there's a story to it actually. So allow me some time.
Yeah.
See, what had happened in 2007, Air Force, they started with something called fast track recruitment.
Mm-hmm. I
I
know
don't know
that.
how many of you
Yeah,
are
I know that. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, so that started with this concept of fast track recruitment, and they actually had come to the campuses. Okay, so to be honest, when I sat for my EKT, I was not knowing that what am I actually appearing for, So I think it was bound to happen. So it happened like that. There's nobody in my family who is from Forge, dur dur tak bhi. So I never had that idea कि मुझे फौज में जाना है. It happened because I think it had to happen. So that's my story.
Yeah. Ma'am, we'll come to your SSB part. So you went to AFSB Dehradun. Now, I think you're talking about the period of 2007. So back then, how did you prepare and how was your whole experience? Did you take any coaching or you went on?
No,
How was your
like I said,
preparation?
no,
Yeah.
no. Like I said, I was still in my seventh semester, so I never went for a coaching for SSB. EKT तो engineering वाले knowledge से ही निकल गया, and then when we were given, so EKT, I appeared for EKT in the month of December, and I was called for SSB in the month of January. So I did not even have a lot of bracket. The time that wasn't there for me to actually go for some coaching and all. But I do remember my mother giving me a छोटू सा booklet कि इसको पढ़ लो, इसमें there's something in it. And you'll not believe, Akash, when I read it, I actually got down with fever. Like I got so paranoid and so anxious, like anxiety rolled in. I was like, ye wale group tasks, so I'll never be able to do, oh my God, ye jump, ye high jump. So I actually did not read any material on SSB. I was like, I'm just going to go as a very naive person that I am, and let's see if I'm able to crack it. So no, I did not undertake any coaching for SSB.
Okay. If you could also tell us, ma'am, how was your whole experience in terms of, you didn't prepare anything. So when images were showed to you in TAT, words came up. So what was your approach and thought process back then? Because you were not coached, everything was
No
spontaneous.
coach, no idea, 100% authentic, 100% raw, I would say. What I was as a person is what I projected myself out there to be. Uh, so, so this is one thing that is very important when you all go for your SSB, people who are watching us live, who are with us in this live session, and also who will be watching it later. I just want to mention this word. You have to really remember this word, authenticity. The more authentic you are, right, the more easier it is for you to actually crack the code. So I'll explain it to you how. See what had happened. Say, I'm just going to give you an example. So we all know first day we made to write some, as in we are asked to fill in a form, and it's a very comprehensive form, right?
Yeah.
Us form mein, they ask you everything about your personality. Okay? So that is like the first step. Now see what happens is that so you're able to clear the first stage of your SSB, which is like the picture perception and the aptitude, and you've managed it to the stage 2. So you'll be asked, and in stage 2 you called for your interview, right? So now say you're sitting in your interview, and so what happens in an interview, Akash? Say I am an interviewee and you're so I'm an interviewer, you're an interviewee, okay?
Mm-hmm.
After say about 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, we both have assessed each other, okay? Now as an interviewee, you know to what an extent I can go into the depth of whatever that is I'm asking you about,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And as an interviewer, even I know okay, how much Akash will be able to tell me. And remember, I have your form with me, okay? I have your form with me. Acha, now abhi what happens is that I ask Akash, do you recognize any of the aircrafts here? Abhi Akash is wondering, Akash knows, okay? But then Akash is like, yaar, agar main ye bolunga, then she might ask me a little more. Then she probably might ask me a little more. She might get into a lot of depth of it. And because of that, what if I screw my interview? So you impromptu says, no, ma'am, not much. ठीक है? So I also give it up कि ठीक है, आकाश इसको इतना नहीं आता. Now what happens is that in later stage, in any of the other activity, Akash comes across to the other officer as somebody who knows about aircrafts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And always remember, they will know it. आपने जहां मना किया है ना, वो उसी चीज को 2-3 तरीके से you will be assessed. And even you will not be able to pinpoint, okay, are you being assessed for the same point? Okay. Now, say for example, in any other stage, Akash comes across as somebody who knows about aircrafts. Abhi kya ho gaya?
Mm-hmm.
That dichotomy has arisen. Okay, there's a lack of congruency. So now you only tell me, Akash, if you're, trying to get somebody on board in your company, and you come across such a person who says something and does something else, will you have that person?
No. So basically, you're focusing on the integrity in the personality. Yes.
Yes, integrity of the personality. So this is like a very abstract example. Let me put it across to you in a very tangible form. अगर आप बोलते हो कि yes, I'm athletic, you better come across to me as an athletic person. It's as simple as that. Okay. So whatever you're saying, whatever you're telling me about yourself, you better come across as that person. Okay. So now there's a catch here. Will the officers there know that you're coached? Hell yes. Will they know whether you're not coached? Iska bhi answer hai absolutely. But does any one group has an advantage over the other? Iska answer hai no. Both the groups, they have equal probability of cracking the code for SSB. Okay, so if somebody says ki, like in my case, I was an absolute naive person, not knowing anything about what SSB stands for, या उसके modules कितने हैं, but still I could make through. And there are many other officers who actually had a very comprehensive, they had an idea of it and they made through. तो ऐसा नहीं होता कि coaching ही चाहिए तो ही only you will be able to, become an officer. It's in your personality at the end of the day. Okay. And then you asked me about the TAT and the VAT, the word associations. Again, it's your personality, right? ठीक है, आप अपनी personality enhance कर सकते हैं, but then at the, Akash, you have to remember that the time given to you is in split seconds. A word is given and you have to associate that word with something. The time, I think it's like 10 to 15 seconds or 5 to 15 seconds. Yeah, somewhere in between that. So your innate personality comes out in that. You cannot think and write. By the time you're thinking and writing, another word pops in. You understanding?
Correct.
So usme what you are as a person comes out. So that is very important. Okay, SSB में as far as you're maintaining the authenticity, and ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको if there are 100 parameters तो आपको 100 parameters पे you have to score. No, it's just that whatever you've written about yourself, everything will have a corresponding activity to it. If you're able to prove yourself in that activity, so they're able to connect the dot for you, so it's good for you, it works for you. Jitne dots connect ho jayenge, your probability increases. Okay? So that's how you crack the SSB. That's my, I would say, suggestion to everybody going for SSB.
I have a supplementary question to what you just said. So we know about a lot of OLQs, that is officer like qualities, and we know there are some 15 OLQs we try to inculcate through various means. So how feasible is it? That should be done, and what will be your advice to all the aspirants who know all of these stuff which is available in the market and internet? How should they go about? Your message to those aspirants.
Very important. Very, very, very nice question. See, Akash, psychology test तो एक बार आप practice कर सकते हो. You can sit at home, you can practice as up to there's so much material available on internet, and there's so many books also. ये सब तो आप घर पे practice कर सकते हो. But the most important aspects जहाँ पे you're judged is on your third and the fourth day. Your group dynamics. Your interpersonal skills. So I would suggest all the aspirants to work on these abstract qualities, their group dynamics, their interpersonal skills, their communication skills, very important. Ab communication skills ka matlab ye nahi hai English. No, that's not what I mean by when I say communication skills. Okay, let me give you a fun fact. Abhi people are like, so much hooked on to English. Aana chahiye. It's an added advantage. Of course it is. But do you know, अगर हम अपना पूरा human history देखें, since the time human species came into being until the time where we are right now, say हम इसको pan out करते हैं 100 days में, ठीक है? So this was the beginning and this is where we are. Do you know when did language come in? Probably in the 95 to 97th day. That's the advent of language, the verbal. Okay. इससे पहले का जितना whatever communication is, it's all your behavior, okay, your body language, your facial expressions, okay, basically your non-verbal skills. How much comfortable do you make the other person when the other person is in your company? How much comfortable are you when you're in other person's company? The interpersonal skills. These are very, very, very important to crack SSB. That's what I personally feel, because to be very honest, that's what I feel had helped me to clear my SSB. Then I'd like to come to the third point, confidence. Very important. अच्छा, अभी confidence में क्या होता है कि self confidence and self esteem, there are two aspects to it. वहाँ पे क्या होगा ना SSB में? See, you'll not be good at all the tasks. ये मान के चलो, ठीक है? In that case, your self-esteem shouldn't waver. So what is self-esteem? Self-esteem is my confidence with respect to you. Okay, so Akash and me, we've gone for SSB. Abhi Akash has done beautifully well in his outdoor activities. ठीक है? उसकी वजह से when I am with Akash, my confidence should not waver. Okay, that's my self-esteem. Or if I'm, say, with the other person Z, and I have performed better than that person, so in that case my self-esteem ना ऐसे हवा में नहीं होनी चाहिए, अरे मैंने तुझसे अच्छा perform कर लिया. You should not have that air around you. Okay, बहुत calm and contained रहना है. Okay, manage your self-esteem, manage your self-confidence very, I would say, calmly. Do not get affected by anybody and do not try to affect anybody. Okay. Yes, वो intimidate भी नहीं होना है और किसी को intimidate करना भी नहीं है. Be calm, be neutral, अपना काम करो, task मिला है, and you know, you'll get to know, you'll sense it, whether have you made it or not by the activities which are there on the fourth day. You know, the activities which are there on the fourth day, uh, those activities, like they are like a comprehensive you know, picture of you as are you cut to be an officer. उसमें एक एक्टिविटी होती है, बहुत अमेजिंग एक्टिविटी होती है आकाश, that you are allowed to decide only 2 other members to do a particular activity, जो भी GTO बोलेंगे.
Okay, you're referring to command task, I think.
Yes, command task. Yes, the command task. And it वो बहुत नहीं, I no, command task तो बहुत लंबा होता है. It's like 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
उससे पहले शायद एक कोई task होता है. I don't know, that doesn't last that long, but उसमें I know what happens is that you're allowed to choose your team members. Okay. So if Akash is there, Akash is allowed to choose his team member. If I'm there, I'm allowed to choose my team member. उसमें you'll get to know. And उसमें even the GTO gets to know कि who is where with respect to the team. क्योंकि एक बंदे को अगर काफी बार बुलाया जा रहा है, तो यानी कि that person has been able to strike chord with the other members, that too only in 5 days. So it means कि उसका interpersonal skill कितना अच्छा होगा, right? उसका reasoning कितना अच्छा होगा कि people trust him, right? उसकी leading abilities कितनी अच्छी होंगी, right? Is he the kind of a person who likes to take initiative or not, who would like to lead or not? वो सारा assess हो जाएगा, and you all will get a sense of कि probably who will be, you know, making it through and who will not be making it through on basis of that task.
Got it.
So that's what I say कि अपने इन skills पे ज़्यादा ध्यान दीजिए, you know, your social skills.
Yeah, the social and the people skill, basically. How do you, you know, mingle?
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, Forge is all about people skills, decision making, or analytical thinking. Yes, these are the important aspects of an officer. But without taking the men along with you, इनका कोई मतलब नहीं हो जाता है. Okay, so if you give a command to your personnel, how willing are they? Of course, they will be willing, but how much can you influence them to be ekdam se be there with you?
Okay.
वो सारा people skills. So I would say SSB is all about people skills, social skills.
Got it, ma'am. Ma'am, we'll talk about your journey into the academy. So you would have gone to AFOS Academy, then to AFTC, is what I believe. So any memories that you would like to share as part of the training, which you would like audience to also know?
Oh my God, Akash, AFA ki memories. So, you have to be in AFA to actually feel the sense of AFA. It's like a different world altogether. My God. First, the shock लगता है. And then you're like, okay, no. But then, you know, the beauty of it is that everybody sails through. Again, उसमें भी sieving होती है. Some of the officers, I mean, some of the cadets who get selected, they're not able to make it. But वो कम percentage होता है. All in all, everybody there, the infrastructure is so beautiful. The officers, they're like so caring. They take care of you. You know, they take good care of you, and they make it through. I mean, it's their vision ke how many cadets have come in, they all pass out as officers. That's their vision. And the journey is beautiful. You discover yourself tremendously. The memory, I mean, there are many, there are lots and lots of them, but the one that I categorically remember of AFA is the first liberty that we were given. Okay. The first time we were asked. Yes, I categorically remember that. That was a fun day, you know. Yeah, I mean, early morning we all like dressed up and like chalo aaj bahar jayenge, and I think it was like after about 1.5 or 2 months of rigorous training that you're allowed to, you earn your liberty. So wahan pe sab kuch earn karna padta hai. So that's an amazing concept.
Okay. Yeah. Ma'am, we'll talk about AFTC as well, because you were a technical officer in AFOS. Which branch were you actually from in your engineering, and how does the selection process happen? You will go into what branch within tech, if you can tell us?
tech, it's based on your grades
Okay.
and on your choice. You're also given a choice. So you're given a choice, and also the background you're coming from. So
Okay.
if you're coming from mechanical engineering, so of course you'll be going to be an AEM officer. If you're coming from computers background or electrical and electronics background or electrical and a double E background, so all these branches get grouped into AEL. And if you're coming from a mechanical AEM, and then henceforth you're asked for your choice कि उसमें भी whether would you like to go for the aircraft or the radars or the missiles. So you're asked for your choice, and also on the basis of your grading, then you're given your and whatever the Forge deems appropriate for you, जो उनको लगता है कि इसको हमें ये देना चाहिए, वो
Okay.
then you're given that.
Okay, got it. Ma'am, what is the considerable difference between AFA and AFTC in terms of the training regime, routine?
AFA is more of developing you on the physical front. Okay. And also, now that you've entered an organization, so telling you a bit about the organization. So in AFA, you have your classes also, wherein you're told about the vision, the mission of the organization, that is Indian Air Force, and along with the physical training. So it's more inclined towards building you mentally, okay, physically and mentally. So a lot of paradigms with which you come into Air Force, like people from all walks of life, from different religions come into AFA, from different social strata come into AFA. AFA में all those paradigms are shifted, okay, to a point. एक time आता है कि 4th or 5th month में ऐसा लगता है कि everybody is the same, you know. They look almost the same. The thought process is almost the same. उनकी बातें, हम लोग की बातें भी almost same हो जाती हैं. So there's a lot of paradigm shift that happens in AFA, and of course the physical, you're made more strong than whatever, whichever way you'd come and join AFA. You're more stronger when you leave AFA.
Okay.
AFTC is more of a technical college. That has got to do more with the education aspects, and of course building your OLQs. वो तो चलता ही रहता है, वो तो that's part and parcel. But the greater emphasis is on the technical knowledge that is given to you in AFTC.
Yeah. Ma'am, as a role of a technical officer in Air Force, how does your any ideal day look like in terms of routine and responsibilities? Any ideal day?
Okay, Akash. Okay, right. Routines and responsibilities. So see, responsibilities, so every technical officer has a different, I would say, routine and responsibility. Like I said, I was trained in the data handling system. So my routine would be very different from the routine of a technical officer who's to look after the maintenance of an aircraft. Okay. Would be very different from the technical officer who's deployed at a missile post. Okay, so we cannot have a blanket routine for the technical officer. सबसे पहले ये understand करना है, ठीक है? Second, ये understand करना है कि you do not have any fixed working hours. Okay, say for example in my case, my day used to start whenever the flying used to start. Okay, but on the other hand, a technical officer who's in the aircraft, his day starts 2 hours prior to when the flying starts.
Got it.
Okay, and ends of course 2 hours later on. In my case, so if the flying starts say at around 7 o'clock, I should be there by 6 o'clock at least. 6:30 I should be there and get all my equipments tested and ready, so that there's no glitch, there's nothing. Because see here, like a technical officer, a fighter pilot, a fighter controller, as in technical officers, pilots and controllers, these 3 branches are like directly involved in operations. Okay, and we are responsible for lives. Okay, if my pilot is in the air, I am I'm like at the edge of my seat. अगर कुछ भी मेरे equipment में हो जाता है, if a technical breakdown happens, I have to be like एकदम से ready with everything, whatever resources I can gather, with whatever decisions I can take. I have to get that system, that equipment online as soon as possible and as fast as possible, because I have a pilot in the air.
Mhm.
So टेक्निकल ऑफिसर्स की जो इसलिए रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी हो जाती है बहुत हैवी होती है. In case, and the technical breakdown can happen any time of the day, 3 o'clock at night, 4 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock. So there are no fixed hours
Mhm.
for a technical officer. So this is the routine. Okay. Responsibilities, like I said, since we're dealing directly with lives here, so responsibility is immense. Okay. You have to take care of your equipments basically, because that's what technical officers do. So um, वही मेन होता है कि have the maintenance as per the schedule, reduce your technical breakdowns, and अगर होता है तो reduce the time of the breakdown so that the operations they are not hindered that much. So these are the basic responsibilities of a technical officer:
Okay, got it, ma'am.
maintenance and operation of the equipments. Yes.
Got it. Ma'am, you served as a short service commission officer. So if you could tell us, when you come out of Forge, what opportunities and how does various learning help you when you come out of Forge?
तो अभी आकाश, the market is quite good nowadays. पहले क्या होता था that अगर कोई फौजी होता निकलता था फौज से, तो सिर्फ सिक्योरिटी डिपार्टमेंट्स ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेट्स में ही you had some hope. But now the market is actually accepting officers from Forge because of the other aspects, because we're very good in strategic planning, we're very good in human resource management, and the best part is we're highly adaptable. Okay, so now abhi, as per the market demand, there's something called adaptive leadership.
Mhm.
उस adaptive leadership में an officer is acing, because we can adapt very easily. We have that ability because of our training, of course. So like take my example, I took my retirement after 10 years, so I had
Mhm.
the option to continue it by another 4, but then I decided I'll quit after 10 years. Then I wrote an exam for the IIMs. So now Forge only provides you with this facility to get your cert, to undergo that transition. Okay, so they send you to the elite business schools. Okay, and they're all IIMs. Yeah, they're sending you to IIMs for a 6 months course, so that you can now, like how we went to AFA for our transition from civil to military. So now they're helping you with that military to civil. They're helping you. So it's like an amazing initiative by Ford.
Mhm.
It used to happen earlier also, but itna shayad josh nahi hota tha, but now they're really helping you. And they've also established cells where even after completion they'll help you with getting jobs. Okay. And now of course we also help each other, because now अब काफी batches निकल गए हैं. तो उसमें, so you undergo that transition, and now companies, whichever company who comes to IIM will also come for you. Okay.
Correct.
IIMs have also extended that facility to the AFP batches. पहले
Mhm.
वो नहीं होता था. So like in our case, when the companies had come, companies also came for the AFP batches, and majority of our officers, they got good placements. I did not choose to get into the corporate myself because I love doing this. I chose coaching and mentoring industry for me.
Okay.
But I have many other colleagues and many other senior officers who are at good positions, like good positions, president, vice VPs, and so that's like the starting. I think VP is the starting. So there's, and the head, we have certain officers who are like the head of the respective departments there. Okay, head of operations, head of security. So the options now are very many.
Okay.
Even after you quit Forge, yes, and you can go into strategic planning, you can go into operations, you can get into human resource management.
Mhm.
So Forge ke baad bhi, and of course you come out as an officer, so you have all those, like I said, social skills बहुत strong हो जाती हैं आपकी. So you do really well in corporate. And majority of officers actually choose to get into the entrepreneurial side also. I mean, they pick up the entrepreneurial rasta also.
Okay.
After the exposure in IIM, yes, many have chosen the entrepreneurial way as well.
Okay.
And you get support also. Yes.
So if you could tell us, 3 life lessons that you have learned from the Forge, which you still cherish in life.
Yeah, the first one I would say, Akash, is the phrase, the tagline of AFA. And the tagline goes by, it's all mental. So what do I mean by that? It means that it's all in your head. Whether can you do something or you can't do it, it's all in your head, right? The second one I would say is humility, because you understand the value of life and you understand how fickle it is. Today you have an officer with you or some personnel with you, and tomorrow that person would probably might be there, might not be there. So it just gives you that perspective towards life and makes you very, very, very humble. And the third lesson I would say is never give up, keep striving, and have that josh in you. Till the time the josh is there, let me tell you, you'll be able to achieve anything that you want. So these are the 3 live lessons.
Okay. So in SSB, they ask a lot of tech questions in terms of, the planes, the radars, and a lot more. So how does one aspirant basically prepare for it, and
That's
to
what I
what
said.
extent?
That's what I said. If you remember my example, that's exactly what I said.
Hmm.
If an interviewer asks you, Akash, do you know anything about aircraft? Either do you agree to it or not? And if you agree to it, how much are you willing to get into the details
Mm-hmm.
of that particular aspect? Because jitna bologe na, it'll all be tested. So
Mm-hmm.
it's all up to you. See, of course, you cannot ratify all the parameters of a jahaz, but however much you're comfortable with, utna, then when you're asked to apply that knowledge, you should be able to apply that knowledge. The answer to that question is this. Okay, either you say no and then you come across as somebody who really does not know. If you say no, or SRT में या बाद में कोई situation आता है जहाँ पे group planning करना होता है, and you're given a situation एंड वहां पे यू कम अक्रॉस के अच्छा यहाँ पे जाना है, अच्छा मेरे को ये पोस्ट लेना है तो मैं अपना जहाज ना ऐसे ले जाऊंगा, इसकी रेंज इतनी है, वो है, एंड देयर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट रेंज एंड ऑल, बट देन इंटरव्यू में आपने बोल दिया नहीं भैया आई डू नॉट नो, वो डाइकोटोमी हो जाएगा. ओके, दैट्स द आंसर. Whatever you'd like to tell, just collaborate it with no, whatever you're saying, just be able to prove it. That's it.
Okay, got it. Ma'am, there are no more specific questions related to tech or IF, which I see, more related to flying. So my final question to you would be, what will be your message to defense aspirants, who wants to join the forces? They try multiple times, do not happen, but still, what will be your message to all those aspirants as well?
All right. My message is for the aspirants who've tried multiple times. Now what has happened is that your system has a lot of input. You've gathered a lot of information, you've even undergone the experience of SSB. So kahin na kahin pe it kind of becomes an obsession. Okay, an obsession is not a good attitude to go with. Okay, till the time it's josh, it's good. So save yourself from the feeling of obsession, and if it is meant to happen, it will happen. So that's first. Second, like I said, work on your people skills, your interpersonal skills, all right, your group dynamics. That is more important. Ye technical, yeah, even we are, even if I have to interview for a company, say I'm running a company and I'm interviewing you, do I expect you to know everything about my company? Of course not. You'll know nothing about my company, even if however much data I've floated in the open resources, you'll still not be able to understand the basic elements of my company until and unless you become a part of my company. So it's same for the Forge also. Right. They don't expect you to know a lot about Forge. वो सिखा देंगे. Like जैसे होता है हर कॉर्पोरेट में भी, you are only assessed for your skills, right? Your people skills, your analytics, your psychology. Okay. The third thing I would like to say is that try and come across as a positive person. Okay, that's very important. अगर आप कोई picture देख रहे हो, try and come up with a positive story to explain that picture. Word association may try and have something positive, you know, some positive association to that word. Okay, that's my third tip. Try and be positive, work on your people skills, and not make it an obsession. Keep it as a passion. Okay, go with that feeling, and work solidly. Work on your self-esteem. Do not get intimidated by anybody. Do not try to intimidate anybody.
Correct.
Just be normal. Work solidly on your self-esteem and your self-confidence. That's all I'd like to tell.
Thanks a lot for your views, ma'am, and explain a lot of things in details. So I hope most people who are watching it now and who will watch on the YouTube channel as well will understand a lot of things and perspective about Service Selection Board, how they can prepare, how they can basically align their mindset. So thanks again, ma'am, for coming on this interview. And
thank you so much. It was my great pleasure, Akash, and all the very best to you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, ma'am. Jai Hind.